Hi there, Leo. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a channeled reading for you. Um, this is for June 2024. These messages may or may not resonate for every single Leo. Feel free to check the other videos for your other placements, and maybe your messages will be there. Let's go ahead and get into this energy. This is a channeled reading, so we will just see how it goes. Can you show me energy for the sign of Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for June 2024, but whenever you find this, maybe the messages will be consistent with what's going on in your life, hopefully. So what I'm feeling, Leo, is it's like a lot to do, but also trying to allocate your time wisely. And I feel here, Leo, you're going to be needing to stand up for yourself in regard to the things that you need to prioritize right now in your life. I'm not sure who influences this or the people that are around you, whether they be children, family, husband, wife, partnerships, family, whatever it is. But the energy is one of like, you're going to really need to create some boundaries with whomever is in your immediate circle right now, just because there's a lot of energy that needs to be put towards what you need to do. And I feel like this is something where it's like you're needing to also stand up for yourself. It's kind of a weird way to like say it. I mean, I usually don't think Leos are like letting other people like walk on them, and maybe that's not what's happening, but it just feels like there's some very hard boundaries here that need to be put and established, Leo. It feels like more so around it feels like more so around like your finances, like maybe you're recuperating your finances, maybe you're coming out of you're getting out of a little bit of a hole here, and it feels like you need to spend your time like the way I'm seeing is padding it. So like padding it, like structuring it to make it more sound, to make it more stronger. And whatever this is, it doesn't have to just be like working for money or like working on like your finances. Can be your health as well. The energy here, Leo, is just one where we're like very adamant about how we are pulling back our energy so that we can reap the best benefit. And I feel like that's maybe a challenge for you at this time, especially when it comes to those who are around you. It's almost as if like it's almost as if like you pulling your energy a little bit away from people makes them like come at you even more. And it's like, well, where's the happy balance? Like, where's the happy medium? Where do you find that time for yourself where it's yours, right? Like, it feels like you got to put your foot down. Some of you are going to be taking up some of you, and it doesn't have to be like you're going to school for it, but like some of you even may be as simple as going on YouTube and finding like different whether it's therapists, whether it's self-help. It's like in the self-help realm. Some of this is physical, like yoga, stretching. Some of it is sound current, listening to binaural beats. Some of it is like listening to people help you grow. your inner world. It's not necessarily grow your finances, grow your, abundance. It's about growing your inner world. And so it's a balancing out of like your emotional body, your spiritual body, your physical body, all of the elements that create you need to be in alignment. And it feels here, Leo, that you guys have maybe been dealing with situations where it's like you're pulled very thin, is what I feel. You're pulled very thin. And I'm getting it's almost like a crossing guard, like stop, stop. It's that kind of energy. So like stop, if you need to put a halt to something, or if you need to put a cork in something and come back to it later, that's totally fine. It's just really like, make sure that you do that. I feel like family is going to be very important to you this month, Leo. I'm not sure why I'm feeling like you're going to be up against people's perceptions or their, is it idealism? Is it perspective, perception, perspective? It's like an energy where it's like you're getting somebody else's take on what you're doing, and like it feels like they're kind of they love you and they mean well, but they're also overstepping bounds. They're trying to interject into your experience or whatever your direction is, and it's becoming grating. It feels like it's grating on you. It feels like it's grating on me. Again, this goes back to like boundaries. This goes back to you just really putting yourself first and acknowledging that whatever this is that you've been doing in this certain way, or maybe the role that you assume where everybody's just kind of like siphoning off of you, even though they don't know it, even if they, have all the best intentions at heart, like whatever they're doing, it's affecting you to a degree where it's like your energy is not something that is your own, and it's needing to become your own here because the battery is draining. It feels like your battery is draining. I'm also hearing, what is that? It's not just like a multivitamin. What I'm hearing is like sea minerals and like mineral liquid, like sea minerals, or like mineral liquid. Yeah. It's there's okay, so we're talking about like deficiencies then. So there's like deficiencies perhaps, or like maybe you're getting like, patchy skin, patchy nails, maybe your hair's getting like weird or coarse or falling out, or like there's something here where it's like how do I say that? The way that you're expending your energy is depleting you, and it's not just energetically depleting you now, it's becoming like almost physically depleting you. And so it's asking for you to be available to nourishing your body, being mindful about the things that you put into it rather than just everything that's coming out. And some of you may need to do detox energy or a detox regimen as well. Some of you, this is talking about like liver cleanse. Some of this is talking about like blood cleansers, blood purifiers. Some of you, this is uric acid breakdown. So, if you have gout, or if you have like any type of like retention in the body, fluid retention, it's asking for you to start to get that fluid moving. Some of you, I can't remember which video or which sign there was a mention to lymphatic drainage, but that may also be something here for you as well, where you can get that fluid moving. And there are plenty of YouTube videos regarding like dry brushing. That's a technique to get the fluid moving. You can also go to massage therapists and like do it that way. It's pricey, but sometimes it's nice to have somebody just gently touch your body if that's comfortable for you. For some of you, it feels like you're going to be put into a position of high demand, but this is this is exactly how you planned it, or this is exactly what you've been going for. It's like you're this isn't a surprise. You've been going after this, and you get it. It's just like you also have all of these other things that are like kind of detracting from your energy. And so it's like you need to be fresh faced for that. You need to be available for that 100%. And it's like you cannot give from an empty cup for this. It's very important for you to be like, no, I need to be with me right now, because this direction in your life, what I feel like this is maybe work related or like some sort of like creative opportunity or something where it's like you're going to start doing something that's different, and you need to be present. And like it's not just about showing up and acting present, it's actually being present within yourself when you show up. And we can put on a good face, we can act like we're doing okay, we can, make it seem like we're fine, but like internally you have to be firing on all cylinders. Otherwise it's just going to be like, you're going to know the difference. Maybe not everybody else is going to know, but you're going to know, and it's going to eat at you if you don't like fortify your energy, your body, your physical being, your brain, your peace. I keep hearing Virgo, and I know we're doing Leo, but I keep hearing Virgo, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo energy. Some of you are like getting raises, or like you're moving up a step in your jobs. That it brings an increase, but it brings a financial increase, but it also brings an increase in the stress that also accompanies that. It brings an increase in the attention that you get, the effort that you have to put out. It's a better position, but it also is like more work. And so you just need to kind of figure out how you're going to do that. But it looks really good. It feels really good. It feels very secure, safe. It's something that you would have hoped for. Some of you, this may just kind of come by surprise. Maybe like somebody has to leave a work situation and you end up like inheriting their role or something of that nature. Like you get bumped up in some kind of like random way. But in the end, it's very positive, because it's like it works out very well for you. It works out for them. It's like, this is good. Yeah, it sets you on a new path, or it gives you options for a new direction in your life, something that you've been wanting to do, accomplish, to like engage in, and it's like you haven't had the time or the money to do it, and it's like now this offers you the beginnings of that, so you can actually entertain it, so you can engage it. Feels like some of you are going to be looking in on other people, but like the way it feels to me, Leo, is that some of you are going to kind of be, I don't want to say that because it's like super, it's, what is the word? Because it's not investigative and it's not introspective, it's observational. Some of you are going to be like a buffer for somebody who, and this could be somebody younger than you, whomever it is. Some of you are going to be a buffer for somebody that needs to, I'm hearing, be put straight. Well, the way that they're showing me this is like you're going to be observing somebody in their own life doing things that you've done before. So it's almost as if like you're the perfect candidate to actually make a comment on this because you've done this before. You've been down this road. You've implemented this thing. And I feel here that you're going to set somebody straight. And it's not like conflicting or anything. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like it's a help. You're going to be helpful to somebody when they need that. It's like you kind of give them the key to open the door, and they're like, "Oh, okay." It's almost as if you're looking at the situation, watching them. You're like, "You're just making this harder than it needs to be." Is what I'm picking up. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like you're just watching this person like spin their wheels, and it's like you're just making this so much harder. Mm. Some of you are putting up boundary. Did I say that? I said that when we first started reading today. This conversation. Some of you are putting up boundaries with family and like, or it could be friends. Um, it's like not knowing how to do it because these people have really like kind of taken a hold of how you operate, or they kind of dictate how you maneuver your time, your energy, your life, your money. Some of these are children, maybe your children, your family, your spouse, whatever it is. But there's like this boundary aspect here, Leo, that's really just like really, really like kind of you're setting it in stone here. And I feel like that's very difficult for some of you. And it's for the fact that you've been so accommodating, or like you've been very accepting of something here. And it's been done that way for so long that even you like have a hard time like adjusting to doing it in a different way. The way that this feels, Leo, it's funny because I keep getting the name Lady Vengeance, and that's a perfume, but the way that this is showing up, it's really funny because, like, it's just so right now, and it's like the terms that people are using. It's being in your villain era. I love that because I think like we should all be in our villain era. We should all create a certain air of mystery about us that people just don't know where we're coming from. We're the wild card. It's asking you to become the wild card. It's asking you to like kind of embrace that un, un embrace that uncertainty about yourself, embrace that uncertainty in situations, and just kind of fly by the seat of your pants, which I think you guys do a lot anyhow. But it's like asking you to be more spontaneous with things. It's asking you to break up the monotony. It's also asking you to challenge people's like perception of what interactions should be. Sometimes if you like come off weird and quirky, it like shocks people a little bit, but that's okay. And the people that run away from that, you don't need them in your life. It's like it's almost as if like you kind of being a little bit more eccentric is actually opening up doors for you to connect with people who are also a little bit more eccentric. It gives you more freedom, it gives you more allowance to just breathe and be. What's that movie? Oh, I love this movie. Tawanda, the fried green tomatoes. Oh my God, I love that movie. But do you remember when Kathy Bates she's going through her like little midlife crisis, and like she's always like the nice girl, and she's always this and that, and then those two like teenage girls back into her car or something, or like they get her car, they take her spot, and they're like, "Oh, you're too old, you snooze you lose." And then she just slips. She like snaps and she's like, Tawanda. And she rams their car. And I think she said something about like age with, yeah, you may be cute and hot and whatever, but I have better insurance. And it's true. It's like kind of it's like embracing your Tawanda energy, if any of you know what I'm talking about. Um, it's a freedom. It brings freedom in. It allows you to have a different sense of self. This is just a different way to grow. It's just a different way to accept yourself and also to express yourself, and allow yourself to do things that you typically wouldn't do. Some of us have grown up within like a lot of very conservative backgrounds, conservative like idealisms, and like, and if it's not conservative, whatever it is, wherever you're feeling like there's limitation within your experience, it's asking for you to be available to shift it up and change it, shake it off, like shake it off. It's asking for you to kind of create a persona, be the villain, be the person that changes things. The one thing that what I saw in an interview one time, and I can't remember who it was like this young girl, she's a singer, I think, little blonde girl. She's a woman. I'm sorry, but she's younger than me, so she's a baby. She said something about like the one thing about villains and stories that is interesting is that the villain never wants it to stay the same. The villain never wants it. They create change. They create uncertainty. They create like situations that are like confusing and uncomfortable and like, dangerous. And of course, good always prevails, and like, that is just the way it goes. But in real life, no, not always. But like sometimes it doesn't have to be catastrophic. It can just be like weird and good and change. And sometimes that can also be like an act of force, an act of like a force to be reckoned with. I feel like that's the energy that you get to embody as of this month. And it's not something that we're just doing for June, Leo. It's something that you start to embody and you start to embrace moving forward, because that's needed. People need to be shaken up. People need to have their awarenesses checked. People have gotten very lazy in how they approach life and how they kind of view situations and people. And like, if you're there to be a subtle, a gentle, or a very reminder that life is not stagnant, life is not like this spoon-fed situation that so many people subscribe to. It's very chaotic, it's very unique, and chaos doesn't have to always be bad. It can be informative, it can be expressive, it can brighten someone's day. Like, I feel here, Leo, that you guys are like kind of infusing an energy of like breaking up monotony just because you're tired of it. It's acting upon the impulse in a very uh new way, and it's asking for you to be free with it and just accept it. You're not out there doing bad things. That's the thing. It's like you're enjoying yourself. It's almost like you're playing a character, but like integrate that into your life, integrate aspects of that into your life, because it's going to help you in the future. It's going to be something that you can rely on because it breaks you out of this shell that maybe you've been in. Is there anything else for Leo? Seeing dolphins. Dolphins represent, in a lot of things, in a lot of tarot and tarot decks, you'll see dolphins, and they often will represent like partnerships or soulmate energy, or however you want to look at it. Dolphins are also highly psychic. They're also highly communicative, um, and they take care of their own. They take, and they also I've there have been dolphin schools of dolphins, dolphin colonies, whatever they're called, um, where they've taken care of other sea creatures when they've needed it. It's like they know that this other energy, this other being needs their care and they take care of them. That may be kind of like a roundabout way in talking about a person in your life, or like maybe you have somebody coming into your life at this time where it is a soulmate energy. And maybe we don't have to get fixated on like soulmate means romantic, because it doesn't, but some of you it very well may be. But like there's an element here to this, Leo, where this soulmate energy, this connection energy, they need you right now. And I feel here that you're kind of uh you or maybe it's you need somebody. You can flip it around however you want, but there's an element here where it's like it changes everything. It allows things to grow. It allows things to breathe. It allows like chapters to be ended and new pages to be turned. It's, and the book is blank. And so you can write whatever kind of story you want. It's like choose your own adventure. It's that kind of energy. It's like how do I want to say the words that I'm being like pummeled with are it's a priceless experience. And so whatever that means, it's very vital for you. It's very important for you and whomever you're connecting with. I feel here there's going to be a lot of confusion in how it's a conclusion in one aspect, but then to move it forward creates a whole lot of confusion in how to do it. And it's asking you to not like freak out. It's asking you to not overthink. It's asking you to just do what's in front of you. It's asking you to be present with what's just in front of you so that you can make the best decisions possible for you and the situation and the people or the person that is involved here. It's not trying to climb every mountain. It's just being very focused in what's in front of you right now. I feel there's healing. I feel there's sadness. I feel there's healing, but I also feel there's a lot of love that comes through with this. It's like I watched this thing on Instagram the other day. It was there were these tigers that their mom had died or something. Like they were just little baby tigers, and there was this German golden retriever. She's a golden retriever, and she nursed these baby tigers, and then like it shows them growing up together and how they play together. It's almost as if like there's this energy, Leo, where it's like the exchange here is very loving, it's very healing, and it promotes growth. And the way that I'm seeing this, it's not about like having someone suckle your teeth and like, like siphon off of you. It's not that. It's just, it's a very nurturing love. It's a very genuine love. And what you give them is yours. It's part of you. That's kind of where that energy feels like it's part of you. It's an integration. It's osmosis between the two of you. It's really beautiful, but there's healing from pain or through pain. There's some sort of like pain aspect here that's been difficult for somebody, and it's like you have the right approach to assist this. You have the right approach to help this move along, and not only to like help it move along, but to help it heal. Sometimes like wounds go on and on and on in our lives. Sometimes wounds like they get addressed, but they don't get healed, or they kind of get overlooked, and we pick the scab and it grows back and then it gets pussy again. Like it's something where it's like, no, this actually starts to heal it. That's very interesting the way that I'm seeing this. I'm seeing like aloe vera, aloe vera. It's cooling. It's cooling. Is there anything else for Leo? Keep it between the beacons. Keep it between the beacons. That's literally what I'm saying and seeing and hearing. Keep it between the beacons. So keep your focus very directed in whatever way is best for you, Leo. Try not to divert your energy and just be very mindful in how you set boundaries with people, because it feels like the things that you are going to be allocating your time to this month and moving forward after this month, it feels like it's going to redirect how you operate, and you're going to need to figure out a different way to operate and maneuver things, but you'll do it. It's just like the momentum and finding the right way to work with that momentum so it becomes a regular thing. Okay, I'm going to let it go here. I hope that this is helpful for you, Leo. Yeah, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for donating and connecting with me for personal readings. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope that this is helpful. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.